I am having issues. Hello. I have a mouth and I'm screaming Cyan. Yeah. I don't. YouTube hates me today and OBS hates me today, so apologies if the stream just fucks off into the distance at some point. I'm sorry. I've had OBS just closed itself while the stream started. That's why there was a blip. I like reopened it as fast as possible. And then earlier on I was having issues because I don't know why. At first YouTube wasn't showing me that you guys existed. I was getting the, oh no, like this page doesn't exist for chat. And I was like, well, I can't talk to chat if I can't see chat. That's stupid. And then I tried to live stream and I posted in the Discord because I thought it was gonna last a little bit longer. But it's like live stream isn't available right now. And I was like, what do you mean live streaming isn't available right now? Anyway, so it's been a heckin' time. It has been a heckin' time. Oh, I forgot to turn my laundry off. Can you guys hear it? Maybe it's not too loud. If it's too loud though, I can turn it off. It shouldn't be going very much longer anyway, but it's been a time. It's been a time. Chat's not a figment of my imagination. Am I getting sick? I surely hope not, but like, you know, the chance of that happening is very high because I'm me, so. Cannot hear laundry? Oh, okay, great, I'll take it. Oh, I forgot to take my allergy pills today. That might be why I sound stuffier than usual. But then also, of course, there's the problem of my internet deciding to... I don't even know if it's my internet, it's just YouTube and OBS deciding to fuck off into the distance. Ah! And hello, hun. What's good is certainly not YouTube and certainly not OBS. Those are stupid. Those are stupid and I hate them. I just want them to work for me. Ah. Allergy medication, delicious. I hate it. I hate it. I hate this allergy medication. It's not a pill, it's like a dissolvey tabby thing. So you gotta like put it under your tongue and it dissolves and then... No, it's supposed to taste like mint, but it doesn't. It kind of, it tastes like, you know, when you've chewed gum for a really long time and it's lost just about all of its flavor, but there's like a hint of the flavor it used to have. That's what it tastes like. That's what it tastes like. So, yeah, like super bland gum that's trying really hard to like hold on to the remnants of its delicious mintiness. But in fact, it has none left. Like chewing plastic, yeah. You love that you love the flavor of pre-chewed gum. Interesting. I mean, to each their own, you know? I can't judge you, right? Maybe specifically you like pre-chewed gum from like specific people, and then like, you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Could have been worse. I've had meds that taste like chalk. I mean, yes, I've had meds that taste worse, but usually medications are not meant to be like left in your mouth, right? You put it in, you swallow. If it's a liquid, it's in there, but like you chase it with whatever. If it's a pill, you usually don't have it in your mouth too long to taste, so you know, you just like drink it down with some water or something. I've had to taste the inside of pill medications because I used to have to open them up and put them on the spoon when I was a kid because I couldn't swallow medications, and that did taste like fucking garbage. So like, I know that it's not the worst, but just given the fact that you have to let this one sit and dissolve in your mouth, why? Why do they make it the most atrocious? Can you not like make it flavored like a Flintstone vitamin or something? Like, I'm certain that there's ways to make that taste better. There's got to be ways to make that taste better, right? Boggy just built different. Yeah, you know, yeah, again, to each their own. Right, especially from a cute girl. Yeah, right, like maybe, you know how like some people like it, but... yeah, we're getting unhinged real fucking fast today, apparently. But like, you know, like some people are really into like people spitting in their mouths, you know? Maybe it's like that, right? Like that Ubagi wants pre-chewed gum, and then he wants the person to be like into his mouth with the pre-chewed gum, right? I'm sure that there's other people who also would enjoy that, but you know, we can't blame Ubagi too much, right? We can't. I'm sure that we all have our own secrets. Heading in a dark direction really fast. Like, it's fine. Not kink shaming, but yeah, you know, some people like what they like, you know? There's a lot of things out there. Kind of like, oh my gosh, I was in an Echo stream last night. I was watching her play some Hololive, because it was like, she was playing at like 4 in the morning my time. Which is great for me, because that means I actually got to watch Echo. Because usually I'm not able to, because she tends to stream pretty early in the day. But I could watch yesterday, and I was really excited. And then Paizuri Man was talking about Wakipai, and then Echo was like, "What?" And then chat had to explain to her what. Anyway, so you know, it's not just here that is cursed. Everywhere is cursed. It's fine. Everything is cursed, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. On that note, I've been reading manga. I currently have 3 manga that I'm reading, and I think that they're all of my tastes in general, right? Like, one of them, nope, that's not the one. One of them is, oh god, where is it? Where's the title of it? It's Killer Shark in Another World, I think is the title. Let me find the full title of it. Nope, stop it. Yeah, Killer Shark in Another World. It's just comedy. That's extremely funny. Yeah, it's really funny. It's really silly. It's really silly. I know that one. Nice. If you're looking just for like a really fucking ridiculous, like, crack sort of manga, I highly recommend Killer Shark in Another World. It's just stupid fun. It's It's great. It's fantastic. So I've been like just like slowly pondering that one. And then I've also been reading with my Netherworld Trillions Game On, which is one of those like you know, there's a game system, here's the main character. It's a Mary Sue story. It's just a Mary Sue story, but I like reading those for funsies, right? Because, like, you know that there's gonna be like terrible things happening, but the main character is gonna figure it out eventually. I like that kind of story for when I'm just having downtime, right? You turn off your brain, it's entertaining, it's good fun. So I do read a good number of ones like that, and that's the one I'm currently reading. And then the third one is just smut. But specifically, it was smut about, oh god, what was it called? It was something about like, I bully you because I like you or something. Anyway, it was like an office, like a coworker romance story. And it was like the guy like bullied the girl because he likes her, and like she didn't fucking pick it up, and he was like, I'm trying to play games with her, but she's playing games with me because she doesn't fucking realize. And then at one point they go to like a meeting together because they have to, like, you know, drink and like do the thing. And do you know that one? Nice, Delman. And they're in they missed the last train, and so they you know, so she goes to, like, they have to get a place together or whatever, and she goes and takes a shower, and he's just waiting and chilling, and her phone goes off, and she set it to like give her like notification updates when there's a specific manga that updates, and the manga is a smut manga, and it's just like, oh, like my I'm bullied by my, like, by his big whatever. Anyway, so like he sees that and he's like, huh? Anyway, so it's just smut. It's just smut about them bullying each other. Yeah, and I was like, those are the 3 types of manga that I read. It's cheap. Thank you for the super. Thank you. Meant no one Scion meant yeah. Yeah, I mean, I will say that I'm more likely to read yaoi or yuri when it comes to smut, but This one was good. It was a fun story. To be fair, I do read just about everything. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not very picky when it comes to what I'm reading. Be it like literally any kind of story. If it's fan fiction, if it's manga, if it's manhwa, I do read just about everything. So, although I does like looking through chat, there was a couple of you who knew all of the stories I was talking about, and I'm very happy about that. Same taste, same taste. Yeah. And there you have it, the Cyon 3 skips of manga. How do you even find smut like this? I don't fucking know, man. Do you guys ever get those social media ads for there's very specific like webtoon places to like buy like ebook renta and stuff like that, you know? They every once in a while I'll get an ad where I'll like look through the what it's throwing me and I'm like, I like that, and then I'll read it. Otherwise though, I just like look around online by like tags, and then I find things that I think I'd like, and then I go and try to figure out where I can get them. Yeah. I do a lot of. I mean, I like researching in general. So targeted ads, my beloved. Yeah, she doesn't choose this smut. This smut chooses her. I mean, you're not wrong, because sometimes I'm reading something I don't think is smut, and then it turns out it is, in fact, smut. So, have a lot in common, saying, as we found out last Manga Talk, yeah. Same taste, same taste. Although, that's, I'm assuming that probably ends with, like, normal, manga, manhwa, and, like, probably, like, more traditional smut. I feel like there are some things that I read that probably don't have in common with people. Or if I do, then like, not gonna. It's fine. No one will know. You brought the spaghetti. I love spaghetti. Thank you for bringing the spaghetti. Yep. Every chapter is full of NSFW. What? Isekai? What? What is that? Oh yeah, it fucking just starts with titties and a man whacking off, hey? I was like trying to find what the cover looked like and what the synopsis is, and I clicked the first thing on Google and it was just, oh, the literal translation is fapped to death for chapter 1. Yeah, okay. I can see exactly. I mean, that's not like a sneaky accidental smut. That's like the fucking first chapter is literally called fapped to death. Like there is no sneaky anything there. As long as the plot and story are good, you give it a read. Yeah. Bruh, what? It's one way to start a story. Yeah, I was not expecting at like the first page of Google. Like usually I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look at the the cover to see if I've read this before. Just because I have just absolutely atrocious memory when it comes to the names of things. So I tend to remember things based on art style or character designs. So like I was going to just go look to see. Yeah, no, I clicked it and it was just like, here's the first page of chapter 1. I was like, oh, that's not what I wanted, and oh yeah, okay. He's watching porn on the laptop and doing the thing. All right, okay. That's certainly a start, I guess. I don't know if that one. See, that's the thing is like I like my smut to be smut and I like my stories to be stories, right? I mean, a little bit of one being in the other is fine, whatever. And smut with plot is fine too, as long as it's like put forward as that. But I'm not overly fond of things that like appear like they're going to be stories and then it turns out it's just like really poorly written, like self-insert sort of thing. Not a fan of the bait and switch. Yeah. I'm just not overly fond of that. Also, just I don't super like like not necessarily fan service, but like I guess like overly fan servicey things, right? Where it puts itself forward as being like an actual like manga or story or manhwa or whatever, and then it like is just the characters actually don't do anything. There isn't really a plot. It's that's annoying to me, right? Like if you're gonna do porn with plot, then give me an actual plot, please, right? Like half-assing both of them pisses me off. Something serious but way too much fan service. Yeah, it's when they're like half-assing something and they're trying to do everything but they're not really doing anything. That makes me really annoyed because I'm like, you could have just stuck with one and it would have been fine. You didn't have to try to do both. Yeah. Right? Like, I don't know. I think it's like a lot of things are, you know, they're trying to make something that's like acceptable in the mainstream, but like the idea that like sex sells, I suppose, is I mean, that's an old business idea, right? Like it's even when it comes to like advertisements and stuff. But it's annoying. It's annoying. Look, when I wanna read the sexy thing, I'll read the sexy thing. I wanted a story about how people were saving the world, or something, and now I'm. Now it's like the people are saving the world, but here's a guy with his 12 girlfriends. I don't care. I don't care. Oh my god. As if the only thing that sells it or something. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that if something is well written and it's got that kind of thing, I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. Or if it's a new type of, like a story archetype. And I don't mind harem anime as long as they're actually interesting, but there's so many that just aren't. And they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. We've got 12 hot babes. And I'm like, yeah, but like, you've somehow made me not care about the 12 hot babes. And that's really hard to do. Please. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what it is. There's just like a certain annoyance of it. Story first, smut's a bonus. When it comes to that kind of story, yeah, right? And or if you're reading smut, then it's, you know, smut first and story's a bonus. But like pick one to focus on. It pisses me off. Oh my god. I get frustrated when the main character never makes a decision. That too. Right? Like at least make the decision of I love all of you, can we be in a polycule or some shit, right? Right? Like, please. Or like, I don't know, it just pisses me off, oh my god. Especially if there's another character that's just better in every way. And all the girls are like, oh, but we love this person who doesn't know what my name is and has no interesting characteristics. And you're like, please, please, there's a hot demon lord right there. Oh my god. Unless there's a big twist in the plot or world building, they're always sadly 9 out of 10 cookie cutter the same. Yeah, it's true. Best friend never gets the main character. That too, which is really annoying, because sometimes they're just a really good fit. The heart wants what the heart wants. Yeah, and if the heart wants everything, then fucking at least have the balls to say that. Okay? That's the thing that annoys me. Look, if you're in love with the 3 main females, then be like, hi, I love you guys. I understand if that is not what you guys are hoping for. But I would like to be in a relationship with all of you. And if they don't like it, they don't like it, and they can figure it out from there and have a fucking communication, have a conversation. Oh my god. It's probably just a culture thing. I mean, I'm sure that it is, right? But the girls are already like working together and or competing and or doing whatever the fuck, right? Is leading on a pack of, like, it's literally fucking like a pack of wolves at that point. Like, is that not weird too? I don't know. Why you like isekai novel, manga, anime? He just does what he wants, and the characters won't let. Oh yeah, there is one way. Yeah, he wants to die, and everyone's like, nope. Yeah, lack of communication is that's always what pisses me off when it comes to stories, and it's kind of I've ranted about not liking typical romance for that reason before too, and yeah, that's also the reason that I get annoyed in a lot of harem style anime. I'm just like, please, just have a fucking conversation. on. Oh my god. It's fine, it's fine. It's unrealistic having one woman is tiring enough. Yeah, that too. Trying to keep people in general happy, let alone people who want to be in a relationship with you. Right? And that's part of why if you're in a relationship with multiple people in that way, like theoretically they could also take care of each other. Instead of it all being focused on you. Like, wouldn't that be exhausting? I don't know, man. People do have lack of communication. It's realistic. Oh, it pisses me off. It makes me so annoyed. Oh my god, oh my god. Like, lack of communication is fine. Obviously, not everyone is going to communicate perfectly. In fact, no one is going to communicate perfectly. But you can at least, like, have some standard of existence, you know? Like, just the bare minimum, the bare bones of communication. That's all we want, right? That's all we need. Basic conversation skills, yeah. This coming from a bitch with fucking no conversation skills in real life, okay? All right, if Tanuki can do it, anyone can do it. If Tanuki can do it, anyone can do it. Okay? Have conversations with people. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's kind of like I've seen a lot of things online, like stories where it's like, oh, like my friend is doing this, what do I do? And I'm like, you know, if your friend's being a bitch, tell them they're being a bitch. Obviously in a nicer way than that, but like Yumi! I love you, Yumi, but I disagree with that. I disagree. But like people are like, oh, I can't tell them, they'll be mad at me. What if they're mad at me? And I'm like, then what the fuck kind of friendship do you have if you're walking on eggshells around your friends? You should be allowed to tell them when they're making mistakes. In fact, if you can't tell them that they're making a mistake, that's not a very good friendship. That's important. Like, friends shouldn't only be yes people, right? Right? Like, my friends tell me when I'm being a stupid fucking idiot, and I tell them when they're being a stupid fucking idiot. And so, like, maybe it's just me. So, like, my assumption is that, like, if that's what's considered a healthy friendship, where you can actually have, like, conversation, and you can tell people when they're doing stupid things, or, like, support them when they need it, like, would that not carry over to, therefore, like, romantic relationships? And I don't, like, it's not that fucking hard to just be like, hey, this thing, I don't agree with it. Right? Right? Oh my god. Time to ban Yumi for her take? No, it's fine. She can have her own take. She can believe that. I just hate it. It pisses me off so much. Are these V&U friends or real friends? Both. Both. Just in general. Right? I'm sweating at the thought of that. Yumi! Oh my god. Some people are too uncomfortable telling the truth. I mean, uncomfortable is fine, right? But, like, at least you can, like, point out, like, hey, that might not be a good idea, right? You don't have to say, like, hey, that's shit or something. But, like, being able to point out, like, hey, have you considered this other thing? I think is important, right? A true friend should say it as it is. And the same can be said to the person it's being said to. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've been in friendships before where it felt like I was walking on eggshells and, like, you couldn't disagree with this person. You couldn't, like, tell her she was wrong, even if she very obviously was. Because she would throw a fucking tantrum. And it took a long, long time to figure out that, like, that's not really... That's a really toxic relationship. That's not a healthy friendship, right? It's very one-sided. It puts all the burden on you to consistently be aware of this other person. That's not friendship. That's not a good relationship. That's super toxic. And, like, you know, a little bit of toxicity in a relationship, fine, fucking whatever. Like, everyone's a person, right? No matter if you're human or raccoon or tanuki, like, we're all just little guys, and we're gonna make mistakes, and we all have our own, like, little things about us. But if it's that one-sided, it shouldn't. That's fucking garbage, and I hate that shit. And so like I have very I guess strong opinions about communication in like any sort of relationship, friendships, or within families, or like when it comes to like anything more than a friendship, which is why it pisses me off in romance anime when they don't goddamn talk. Their friend zones should stop being a thing too. In what way do you mean that? In what way do you mean that? Because I know that there's multiple opinions and multiple points of view on that particular subject as well. A little bit of toxic is okay. Yeah, a little bit of toxic's okay. You know? Just direct to the point. Yeah, I also realize that I am pretty, I guess I'm a contradiction in that, like, I can be incredibly blunt. I very much am to the point with a lot of things, but I'm also weirdly, I don't know what the right word is, shy, but I am also like very like certain things I'm like about, if that makes sense. Yeah. If you're in the friend zone, you're there because you don't want to leave it? Yeah. I mean, more like when people go, oh no, person with someone else, I'm mad about it kind of friend zone. Okay, yeah. So like, I think that there's points on both sides of that, right? Because like, obviously, especially if the girl doesn't know, then it kind of sucks on both sides, right? The guy's like, oh, I like this girl, but like she's into other people and I just have to deal with that. And then the guy or the girl is like, oh, like I'm like, this is my really good friend. I'm telling him all these things in my life. And then it turns out he just wants to fuck me. And like both sides suck. The problem is if you like someone, it's not their fault if they don't notice that you like them, right? If you haven't said that you are into them, and they're like, oh, okay, we're friends, then that's not on them. That's a you problem. Again, with the communication bit. Cause like, I mean, I obviously don't know what a guy friendship is like. If they loved you, they would be psychic. Fuck off, Yumi. What the hell? That's not how that works. Communication, oh my god. Again, like, I don't know how a guy friendship is, but a lot of the times with girls, like, we tell each other all of our problems and we like work through things together, and it's very like whatever. But then I've seen that other people have said like, oh, like I don't like that they're telling me all of these emotional things, but then like we're not dating. But then it's like, okay, but like I tell my friends things all the time that would like go well above that. But then I guess it's one of those things where like, you know, if that's not how guys communicate, then that might be an assumption that is put in place. And again, it's just communication, and it pisses me off because if you, I don't know, man. But like I get it, right? Like there's good sides, there's good points to both sides, and there definitely are some girls who like will notice that you like them and will play dumb. Specifically because they like want to keep the guy around. That's the thing, is like I used to be like of the thought that like there is no friend zone, like you're just friends. But there are some girls who like 100% do take advantage, like they notice, they realize, and they take advantage of that fact. So like there are, to be fair though, there's shitty people no matter what, right? There's shitty people no matter what. That's just kind of how the world is, sadly, right? You're gonna find shitty guys, you're gonna find shitty girls, you're gonna find shitty friends. Some people have shitty parents, which that sucks, because that's, oh god, I can't imagine. Us guys do it too, so we can't complain. Yeah, that's the thing, is it's like, it happens all the time. And it's garbage, but it also all kind of stems from that same point of like, if you don't talk about it, then, right? Like that, you kind of let that miscommunication continue, be it a girl or a guy that likes the other person, right? Because like, look, none of us have superpowers. Well, I have superpowers, but they're like shape-shifting, and that's not mind reading, right? There's very few psychic people out there, you know? Like, I can think of a couple of VTubers who might have psychic powers, but even then, I feel like mind reading would be incredibly difficult. I feel like that would be very difficult because people think of all sorts of things all at once. I'm not worried about mind readers. I've seen people worried about that before. Like, they're like, oh no, what if someone can read my mind? They'll know all my secrets. And I'm like, if someone could read my mind, they're gonna have a really bad time. They're gonna have a really bad time because 99% of the time I don't even know what's going on in my head, and there's either no thoughts or there's far too many thoughts, and you're just it's not gonna be a very fun time for you if you're listening to me and, like, you know, whoever else is around me, right? Like, if you live in an apartment building, oh my god, you live in an apartment building, and now if you can read minds, especially if it's not like a unidirectional or you can't turn it off or something, that'd be fucking terrible. That'd be fucking terrible. Would you want to read minds? No. I would never want to read minds. I think that would be terrible. I think mind reading would be a curse rather than a gift in terms of a superpower. Because even if you could turn it off, okay? Even if you could specifically, selectively decide when to read someone's mind, I think it would be a curse. I think it would be a curse because you never know what that person is thinking, right? For all you know, you're gonna like look into someone's brain and they're just gonna be like, oh, that person's such a weirdo. Why are they staring at me? Jesus Christ, fucking loser. And you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry. Or like, you're gonna look at someone and then their mind is just gonna be like the smuttiest fucking shit, and they have the ability, like, they have the opposite of what I have, and their mind is just like, they can like perfectly picture things, and they've like tied you up in ropes and like strung you from the ceiling or something, and like you're looking in their mind and it's just like them staring at you and they're like fucking whipping you or some shit, and then you have to act normal in public, like. Or it could be like anything in between, right? It could be like them wanting to get hit by a car, or they're planning to like do something terrible, and like, congratulations, you now just, you know that now, and you can't do anything. You could also be thinking breathe in, breathe out. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Look at someone who you think is your friend, but their mind is them just dissing you. Yeah, that'd be so fucking sad, right? That'd be so fucking sad. That was incredibly detailed. I've thought about my, like, the curse of mind reading many times, okay? I've thought about the curse of mind reading many times, and it's why I'm not afraid of a mind reader, because they're just gonna get some weird ass shit from me, okay? All they're gonna get out of my brain is just weird ass shit. It's like the meme of, oh, cute girl, I wonder what she's listening to, and Swedish death metal. Yeah, essentially. You can use it to become the king of the world. I feel like you'd have a fucking gigantic mental breakdown before you reach that point. Like, I don't think it would go very well for you, you know? You could go to Las Vegas. Yeah, that's only if the people are actually focused on their cars. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm doing things, I'm thinking about like a whole bunch of different things all at once. And like, I guess if you're really good at multitasking, maybe that would be fine. Maybe that would be fine. But if you're not good at multitasking, especially, right? Consider, like, if you're a neurotypical person who has a very straightforward mind, like, you're just like, okay, here's A, B, C, you're type A person, right? And then you have mind reading powers, and then you read the mind of someone who has, like, zoomy ADHD, right? You fucking get into Meeta's brain, right? Or like anyone else with a mental illness or anyone who's neurodivergent, you're gonna have a fucking terrible ass time trying to figure that shit out, okay? like that would be terrible, right? I can't imagine if you're like not used to the kind of brain that the person has, and you're just like thrust in there by a superpower. Terrible. Just, oh my god. Meeta catching strays. Okay, but to be fair, we all know her. I have her as an example because for like someone who's like more like type A, straightforward, very stoic, she's like all over the place, bouncing off the wall, incredibly high energy, thinking about 12 million things all at once. Either nothing or everything is coming out of her mouth. Does Meeta mentally censor her language? Oh, I'm surely, absolutely. 100%. That or all you're gonna get out of her brain is just like pictures of like hot muscle men that are like flashing through her mind at all times. Meeta would be muscle men 82% of the time. Yep, there you go. Already get confused watching ADHD VTubers don't need to be able to read their minds. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Like, it's one of those things. I mean, I'm sure that you could. Okay, that's the other thing. If you were born with a power like that, you would have been raised with it. You probably know how it works in general. But if you were to just randomly get that kind of a power as an adult, I feel like that would be just terrible, right? You're used to not hearing anything, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's just all of this crazy bullshit in your head when you look at people. That would be so bad. Invent the metascope. It's all noise. Zoom out. Noise forms the shape of a muscle man. Oh, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I feel like that is exactly how that would go. Feel like it would be fun to know people's real thoughts. I feel like it would be terrible. To be fair, it's taken me a very long time to get any sort of like self-love, I guess. I really don't need help breaking that shit down. I really, you know, like all it would take is like a couple of my close friends, because I don't have many, right? But like a couple of my close friends saying like one mean thing about me in their head, and I'd be like, fucking, all right, it's over. Where's the nearest fucking bridge? So like maybe it's also just because like I am probably more sensitive than I tend to appear. Right? So maybe that's part of the reason. I think it would just be an absolute curse to be able to read people's minds. But yeah. I think there's a lot of reasons. I mean, I think that if you're the right kind of person, like maybe you could put it to use. But what if you had a thought-blocking Magneto helmet? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can understand that. Yeah, it's, you know, I feel like a lot of people have that kind of a problem, right? Yeah. I feel like a lot of people deal with a lot of like negative self-image, and it takes a really long time to work on that. And it's fucking hard. That shit's fucking hard. And it doesn't even matter. Like, that's the thing as well. It doesn't even matter, like, what you do in life. You could be like the smartest person, right? You could have graduated like top of your class. You could be like a CEO somewhere. I mean, I'm sure that there's probably not many CEOs with self-image issues, but you know, there could be, right? You could be like a supermodel. Honestly, I know one of my friends' sisters is a model. So many self-image issues, right? Like, even though she's fucking gorgeous, like, not even just in my head, like objectively, like, she literally is paid for how she looks, and she still has self-image issues, right? So it doesn't matter. You could be good at everything and still, like, your brain is, like, not great sometimes. So, like, I think that's part of the reason I think, like, I don't know, I feel like being able to read people's minds would just not be great. I feel like it would set a lot of people way, way back, right? Because all it takes is one person who you respect or love or look up to have a bad day and say something mean in their head, right? Because, like, you know, they might not even mean it, because it's like they wouldn't say it out loud. It's not something that they would ever put out into the world, but you're in their head, and sometimes people are really mean in their heads, right? Like, I definitely think things that I would never say out loud. Like, but, I mean, generally speaking about myself, but even sometimes the bunnies, or like if I'm annoyed with my friend because I'm having a bad day, you know, sometimes in your head, you're like, oh my fucking God, hurry up, you stupid bitch, you're so fucking slow. I would never say that to my friend, right? But like, maybe you're stressed that day and you're running like 10 minutes behind, and like, that is causing you even more stress. You never know. And being able to hear that in someone's head, I feel like would just be terrible. That would just be terrible. Like, what if you looked into your best friend's head and they were just like, oh my fucking God, I can't believe I have to deal with this dumb cunt today. And in their head, they're thinking like, they're like, ah, yes, this is affectionate. But in your head, you're like, oh no, they hate me. Right? Used to put an L on your forehead before you go to sleep? What? What do you mean? What does that mean? Oh my God. Me and your friends grill each other all the time. I get that. I do grill my friends as well. But you can usually tell when it's mocking, like when it's meant to be funny, right? Whereas like things in people's heads you would probably assume is not meant as a joke. But again, I could be thinking far too far into this. I do tend to overthink things in general. I do tend to think things, overthink things in general, so. What if everyone just thinks you're wonderful but have self-image problems? I mean, that could be a thing too, right? For all I know, it's actually like most people's heads are like thinking very positive things. And it just so happens that maybe I'm just a shit person. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the problem isn't everyone else. Maybe the problem is that I'm just actually, I like to call myself a realist, but maybe it just turns out that I'm a pessimist. And everyone else that I think is an optimist, that's actually just how the world works. Maybe that's what it is, you know? Maybe that's how it works. Yeah. It's honestly why you hate typing over talking. Typing is harder to say stuff joking. Yeah, well, it's part of the reason as well that I use a lot of, oh god, I use a lot of emotes, like emoticons in my typing, and it's not even on purpose. Like, you guys will notice I use XD a lot, or like a kitty face, or like the and like honestly, it's muscle memory at this point. It's a problem because sometimes I put them in like work papers and stuff, and then I have to go back and like backspace them out. It's muscle memory for me as like a tone indicator. You know, cause so like if I put XD, like I'm like it's obviously supposed to be something that's like silly and fun, and you're smiling and you're like ha. Whereas like a kitty face is just like me, or like oh my god, apparently I can't type in chat. Hello? Okay, there we go. Why is YouTube being stupid? And it, like if it's a face like that, it's kind of like a you know? For, I don't know, for me, it's like, I use them as like tone indicators. Yeah. Pessimist says it's the worst time ever, but the optimist says it can get worse. That's not how that works, Ubagi. That's not how that works. Emotes are becoming more of a representation of communication in text. Yeah, that's the other thing, is that the way that I tend to communicate via emotes doesn't necessarily work with the way that like youth these days communicate it with them, you know? Because like I've heard that there's like using some emotes, or like there's things that like I would assume. Oh my god, that smiley face, Ubagi. I hate that smiley face. It looks so dead inside. Like, it looks passive-aggressive, you know? I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks that. Just that particular smiley face, though. It looks dead inside. I fucking hate it. You think so too? Yeah, I feel like the only people who use that smiley face and they don't mean it in like a facetious manner are like boomers, you know? Because to them it's just a smiley face. You when you're at work, yeah, it's a basic smile, yeah, but that's exactly it. I feel like it's the kind of smile that like doesn't reach your eyes. It's like a work smile, you know? It's just like a It's a smile you give to your superiors. Yeah, exactly. Passive aggressive. Yeah, that could be it too. Hate that one. It's creepy, is it? I haven't thought about that. Absolutely has been passive aggressive. That sounds wild. Fuck off, chuds. Slasher smile. Yeah. I don't know if that's like a common thought, or maybe it very well could just once again be my brain overthinking everything that goes in and out, but don't mind it? Yeah. I think that's the thing, right? It's like some people are like, I think it's just a smile. It's just a smile. And then I'm just over here like, they hate me. Oh, they sent that smile? That's not a real smile. I do like pointing and kissing. That's very specific, Ubagi. Do you mean that in terms of only the emotes? Or like, do you just like pointing and kissing in general? Yeah. The melty. Yeah, I like overly complex emotes. I think they're funny. Yeah, the hug. For a long time, I didn't realize that that's what that one was. More like I just didn't like scroll down. I didn't realize that there were things like One thing that I learned in pre-debut from some of the girls was the man standing emote. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And they were like, it's when you just like stand there and you're like, huh? And then they tried to explain it to me with other pictures, and I think it was like Meeta who explained it with a picture of a cat, and I was like, I don't fucking get it, but sure, I'm sure that it's fine. I'm sure that I'm sure that it's fine. The combo makes it even more mockery? What do you mean? Writing a story with emotes? I would read it terribly. You could try to write a story with emotes, and I would try to read it, and I'm sure that I would fuck it up in a vast array of manners. I'd probably look far too far into it. Man standing is like, huh? Yeah, I didn't even know that that was a thing that people like use on a regular basis until I met some of the girlies in Oracle who are young and hip and stuff, you know. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I like my sweet little guys. Yeah. You had no idea of its meaning? Yeah, welcome to my hell where people use random emotes and you're like, huh? For example, apparently the skull emote, it doesn't mean like haha, like death, like sad. It's like haha, I'm dead, like it's funny. But that also was explained to me like fucking 5 years ago or some shit. I don't know. I mean, not that old. It's not that long. Or maybe it is. I don't fucking remember. Anyway, I figured that out and I was just like, what do you mean that's laughing? That's a skull. Anyway, but you know, it is what it is. Knowing you shall say that's not the fruit. It's not. It's a butt. I've been training Scion AI to always end sentences with emotes. The one time I tried to use that stupid AI, I don't know if it's the same one, but it kept calling itself a raccoon, and it kept being like super weird. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I was like, who the fuck is this imposter? This is bullshit. Yep. It's not telling the truth. It still calls itself a raccoon. Stupid! Stupid imposter! Wrong! Incorrect! Goddamn whippersnappers, get off my internet! Now the whippersnappers can stay on the internet. What I want off of the internet is the bots. I keep running into like people talking about dead internet theory, and it makes me very sad, because, yeah. And then like, I was watching... God, what was I watching? It was, oh God, it was something, bunch of short stories. Fuck, I don't remember what it was, but it was just a bunch of like little, like really short snippet things. And one of them was like, people being replaced by, nope, it wasn't the short snippet thing. That's a different thing I've watched. It was actually a horror movie. I would probably describe it as a Coomer horror movie specifically because it's got Megan Fox in it and it has multiple sex scenes. But it's like she's like an AI robot person, and like people were, no, not teeth. It's it's a more recent one. But she's like an AI robot thing. And you know the one I'm talking about. Yeah. Subservience. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. And I was thinking to myself, like, like before they get rid of people who do like hard labor or anything, I bet you anything they got rid of the like artists and things like that. And then I like, as I was watching, I was like, oh yeah, I was right. Oh yeah, okay. They got rid of all the jobs that people like to have, and then they moved on to the jobs that like people generally think suck. Remember the AI is on the island program to escape and look real? Oh no, it's a movie. It's classified as a horror movie. I would not classify it as a horror movie. The only way I would look at it and think that it's horrific is that it has the technical plot line of it would be terrifying in real life. Like if that were to be an actual situation that is happening, it would be scary. It would be terrifying. But as a movie, it's not scary at all, right? It's yeah, like maybe like it touches on thriller at the best. It's fine, but it's got Megan Fox in it and she's hot. So she takes off her clothes multiple times, which is why I'm like, yeah, this was a this was definitely a movie that was specifically made so that you could oogle her, not to be a horror movie. But it deals with like AI stuff, and I always find that vaguely interesting to think about. But then I started thinking about like dead internet theory again, and I was like sad. I was like, no. Don't kick me off the internet. Let me talk to people, because it was like you know, people are like just generally assuming like eventually there'll be so many bots and so many AIs that they'll just be talking to themselves, and you won't know if you're talking to a person or a bot or whatever. And I think that's vaguely terrifying, right? Like or if like all like entertainers being replaced by like AIs and stuff. I mean, if it's entertaining, it's entertaining. But to me, that sucks, obviously, because like I like being able to like come and hang out with people, and like I get to see my informants. And like, what happens if one day I wake up and like there are no informants, and it turns out that you're all just bots, and maybe I'm a bot and everything's a bot? And that's terrifying to me, because like, especially for people who do a lot of socializing online, I don't know. I'm one of those people, I very much think of like online relationships, like friendships or anything else online. I think that those are very much real like connections that you have with people, right? Because even if you aren't together personally, you still can have like really good conversations or interactions, and you still do things together, you still spend time together. I think that counts just as much. But then, like, you know, you go on, and in a couple of years, like, will that necessarily be the case? I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Again, I guess that's probably a very pessimistic viewpoint. But I think it's just because, like, that's something that I'm scared of. Because I love being able to connect with people online and meet people and do things without leaving my house. You know? So yeah, it kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is, right? If it's an issue, we'll have to deal with it when we get there. But the moment you no longer AI, you should be scared. What does that mean? I wonder how many bots we have in chat. Hopefully none. Air does not compute. I swear to God. I swear to God. What? Are we back now? Is it back now? Oh, please. Okay. Thank you. Fucking, I swear to God. YouTube and OBS hate me today. Have you they've been so rude to me today. I'm sorry. I don't know what the heck. I'm gonna have to figure that out afterwards. I've never really had a problem. I've never really had a problem with OBS or YouTube that was like not fixable for me prior to a stream. I don't know, but I know that some of the other girls have had issues with like things like OBS crashing before. I think it was a Maeve that had OBS crashing issues. She has a lot of crashing issues, so maybe it wasn't OBS. And I know that there were some girls. I'm gonna have to I'll poke out to the V&U girlies to see, so that I can figure that out. You were bad-mouthing AIs, of course. That's not how that works. What's the one meme with ATM and AIs who absolutely will not recognize one person's name? What? What? May probably runs 1,000 plugins. I don't think she runs that many plugins. Meeta had issues on her stream with lag. Oh, okay, so maybe it's just like a general stream issue today. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know. I do not know. Do not understand. But yes. Oh God, my train of thought is missing. My train of thought is missing. Maybe a YouTube issue today? Yeah. I mean, the first issues I was having were with YouTube. with like connecting to chat and trying to stream and that kind of stuff and set things up properly, which is one of the reasons that my waiting room for this stream didn't go up until I think I finally got it to go up and upload around like 7:30 or 7:45 or something. Oh! Cannon! Thank you for the supa! Thank you for your first supa ever on a live stream and happy birthday! Happy birthday, happy birthday! Wait. Wait, we turn that off. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cannon. Hope you draw lots of cool stuff for your birthday, and maybe they come alive and do things to you. Teehee. Happy birthday! I've got coffee. I don't know if I like the coffee that I got today. I don't know about this one. I got a white mocha. I went to a new coffee place today, so I didn't go to any of my like usual places because I told myself I would leave the apartment for once. So I went out and got coffee, and I got a white mocha with chestnut, and I'm drinking it. And it was like to be like a Mont Blanc latte. I don't know if I like this or not. I think it's too sweet, for one, and then it's got a weird aftertaste. So I don't know. There's something about it that I'm not overly fond of. I don't know what the problem is, but that's okay. I also have other things that are good. I got a pecan tart whilst I was there as well. Not a fan of sweet coffee. No, I like sweet coffee usually. I do enjoy sweet coffee, generally speaking. This one just... There's something about it. Like, I feel like maybe... I know that they use actual chocolate. And so maybe they like the white chocolate, quote unquote, that they used. Maybe it was like Baker Thins or something. It just has like a very like... I don't know how to explain it. Like almost like a plasticky kind of aftertaste. It's like licking latex. I realized after I said that out loud, I feel like most people probably haven't like licked a latex glove or something. But like it has like a weird, there's some sort of weird taste to it. And then for some reason the last note is very like, it leaves like a powdery feel in your mouth. It tastes fake. I mean, the problem is it tastes kind of fake, but it's not fake because it's like a place that they actually like it's from a bakery. They actually like melt chocolate at the bottom, and that's how they make the white mochas and mochas there. But I don't know. There's something about it that I'm not overly fond of. Maybe it's the chestnut edition that causes that particular mouthfeel at the end too, or something. I don't know. Not lick. You do know the smell to the point of tasting it? Ah, yeah, that could be it. Probably not using enough salt in the coffee? Just fucking choked myself. Sorry, I breathed in out of confusion at Ubagi putting salt in coffee, and it went down the wrong pipe. Yeah, and then I guess you could probably hear the weirdness of how that cough sounded. So that's how my lungs are feeling today. Not that I'm sick, just that that's how my lungs exist today. But I don't know. It makes it taste less bitter. Really? Bunyo mute? Yeah, well, the mute is on the other side of my desk from where I was slowly dying. So, usually I try to mute myself when I cough, because, like, coughing doesn't sound nice, and I don't want to, like, cough in your ear. I did try to cough away from the mic, but sorry if that was loud or gross or whatever. But if I know I'm gonna cough, like, I usually try to cough mute when I have, like, coughing fits or anything. Can't breathe and swallow at the same time. Yeah, well... It happens. It happens, you know? I don't know how often it happens for anyone else, but I very often choke on breathing or my own spit, or it's kind of like tripping on air. You know, sometimes it just happens. No, not breed, breathe. Not breed, breathe. Very different. Very different. Oh my God. Talk about my smoking problem? Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely have one of those. I definitely... yeah, I definitely smoke. Uh-huh. No. I think in my life, I think I've smoked maybe... somewhere between like 5 and 10 cigarettes, I want to say. And they were like all in high school. They were all a long ass time ago because I wanted to look cool. I did not, in fact, look cool. They just tasted really bad. But yeah, no, I don't smoke anything. I also have managed to burn my throat before trying to smoke anything, so I just, generally speaking, stay away from anything that is hot and you have to inhale. It's just not a good combination for someone who is just not doing like the best respiratory things anyway. Cigarettes are just bad tobacco. Yeah, they also give a person bad breath. There's a lot of not great things about it. Has not smoked much, but when doing it, chain smoking. Yeah. How the heck did you do that? Yeah. So, I mean, I've talked about extrovert friend before and how like she does like she goes to like events and raves and stuff. But there was one time where she wanted me to. By the way, this is like there is no illegal anything about this because the particular place where she was it's a legal thing. But I tried once. I have tried once in my life to smoke out of her. What is it called? Like the big fucking. Are they bongs? Is that a bong? I don't know. Anyway, it's the big glass thing. But apparently, because I don't do the thing, I just burned the ever-living fuck out of my throat, and yeah, and I was having breathing problems for like a good month or so after. Yeah, so I avoid everything that could possibly be hot and or go down my into my breathing and respiratory tract. It's not a me thing. I just don't trust things around my respiratory or like my throat or anything like that. Like the one time I tried, I was just having like the worst possible fucking time. Yeah. Honestly, that sounds like a you thing to do. Yeah, she mocked me for it too. Yeah, I am the least cool of my friends. I am super cool, obviously. I'm super cool. But I am the least cool of my friends, and they often mock me for that, so. They didn't warn you or nothing? No, they didn't, because they also didn't realize that that's not a thing I do. I guess I somehow come across as someone who does that, but no, it's not something I do, but they didn't realize, because this was closer to when I first met her. So this, I mean, I was already out of uni, but she was in, I want to say she was in her undergrad still when this happened. It was a hot minute ago. They don't know I'm cool on the internet. No, they know they know exactly what I do. But doesn't count, honestly, doesn't count if you don't cough. Yeah, see, I was trying to be cool and I was trying not to cough, and I think that actually made it worse because then I didn't like expel the hot burning air as fast as you, right? Like if you were to do that and then cough, like the hot air would immediately like out, right? But then like if you keep it in, then that's, you know, bonus burning time, I suppose. So I guess I did it to myself trying to be cool. But yeah, so like in general, I don't trust any sort of like vapor things or heat things or like anything like that. Even if people are like, it's safe, I'm like, I don't fucking trust it. I don't fucking trust it. Yeah. Wait, they know? Yeah, all of my friends in the raccoon world are silly little guys. I've talked about all of them before, but like artist friend, for example, was the one who got me into like VTubers at first. So she showed me, cause she's Japanese, so she showed me a lot of like Hololive girls and stuff like that, and like clips and stuff. So she made me interested in coming into the human world and stuff. And like extrovert friend has a lot of friends who like do this, but she more is like cosplay stuff that she does. Yeah. Married friend is more she's my Dark Souls friend. It's why I know anything at all about Souls, like other than I mean nowadays I also know about things because of Maeve, but for the first bit it was only because of her. Yeah. So, yeah, all of my friends are, we all have like different, like we're all very like nerdy, we're all very like silly little guys, but we're all in like different areas, if that makes sense. We all do something like slightly different from each other, but we all like doing creative things, and we all like nerdy things, so we get to like share all the things that we like with each other. So usually when we get together, extrovert friend talks about like people she's met or things she's done, or like photo shoots or events or whatever, and I get to brag about you guys. I come and I brag about you guys and the streams that I've done, and the like cute VTubers that I've met. And then married friend comes and talks about like her day job stuff, and her cat, and like making cosplays, and Final Fantasy, and the newest game that she's trying to run through. And then what do you mean all I have is you? You guys are great. That's not an all I have. To be fair, I also spend a lot of time with you guys, okay? But I very often, I'm sure they're sick and tired of hearing about me streaming and you guys. But that's my usual conversation stuff, like whenever I hang out with my friends. And like artist friend talks about her art projects and stuff, sometimes VTuber stuff. But like, yeah, like we all talk about the things that we're interested in, and then we come together and we share things, and yeah. Yeah. So we all have like overlapping hobbies, but none of us really do exactly the same thing anymore, but we all get to listen to each other about the things that are going on, and that's really nice. Informants living in silence had rent-free instead of the walls. Yeah, you should be glad it's rent-free. Otherwise, the space would be very expensive. Mainly because there's not a lot of space in there. Yeah. The one brain cell needs lots and lots of space to bounce around. You can't have informants in the way of the one brain cell. What is it supposed to do then? It'll get caught in the corners and shit. An old blue screen. It's not good. Pico, can you stop chewing that box? Hi, baby girl. Yeah? You think?
Maeve Monkey has thrown $10. Sorry, here is my rent money.
I thought we just said that living in the head was rent-free. But thank you, Nate. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Bunny. Yeah, Pico came over to chew in a box over there. Sorry if it's a little bit loud, but it is what it is. At least Boyo didn't come through as well, because he tends to rip things when he is chewing. He likes to and to rip it away. Pico like the Wingull from Gen 3. Yes, I guess that could be a way to say it. It's like the tea. It's like the tea. You know? Like orange Pico. Like it's like the new leaves at the top of a tea plant. It's like expensive tea. You know? That's what she was named after. She was named after tea. because she's got like Jello Noel, thank you for this. Thank you for the super. Tax for living rent free. No, not PICO. Not, oh my god. Phantom, thank you for the super as well. Yes. No, there's no rent money. It's fine. But like orange Pico. Like nope. That's an R. That's pretend those R's are E's. Like that. Pico. No, not Perker. Not Perker. I just have a thing for tea. I just think, for example, because she's like white with like it's like a brownie, like a warm brown, like a warmy, creamy brown spotted like coloring to her. So it's kind of like orange-ish. So my brain was like, ah, yes, like a black tea with cream in it. So like an orange Pico or like an Earl Grey. But then Earl Grey is a weird name for a white and brown bunny, so I called her Pico. Right? If I ever got a gray bunny, I would call it Oolong. Yeah, I really wanted to get a gray bunny to call Oolong, but then I ended up getting Chai, and he is Harlequin bunny, which is like orange and black, and yeah, so he's Chai. He's spicy. Yeah, we need an Oolong bunny. Yeah, right. I love Oolong, both as a tea and as a name. Ooh, which reminds me, so I've just been like slowly unpacking from my trip in Japan still. And I just unpacked tea that I bought myself that is an Oolong. So I'm thinking that I might make myself some nice Oolong tonight. Ooh, that'll be good. Can you name a bunny Earl? I mean, you surely could. Or Matcha. Matcha would be really cute too, but what color would the bunny be? I don't know, maybe that's me. I tend to name them by like color and feel, you know? If that makes sense. If that makes sense. Green? No! There are no green bunnies. That's not a thing. Oh my god. No! Just paint a green. No! What? Oh my god. Yeah, the feel of the bunny, like their like personality and like the way that they exist, you know? Yeah. Yep. Royal milk tea. I mean, you could call it milk tea, and then its nickname could be Milky, right? Although to be fair, Pico is the girly that I have, and sometimes I'll call her Pickles when she's pissing me off. For no reason. Nothing wrong with Pickles. I like Pickles. It's just like so like antithesis to Pico that it's funny to me. Yeah. Lamau. Yeah, or like Ceylon, like Ceylon, although that's technically usually you put that in with like it's like a black tea. But then I was like, oh, I don't know about that one either. That's harder to say than Pico. Or Chai. So, yeah. Chai's name was almost Puer. I think I've said that before, but then Pa Hart told me not to do that because it would be Pico and Puer, and Ko in Japanese is child, and so there would be the P child and the Puer. So, yeah. What do you call Chai if he pisses you off? Fucker. He's just a little fucker. I love him bits and pieces. He's my baby boy. He loves me more than Pico does, so it's fine. P-child, yeah. Yeah, pee-pee and poo-poo, yeah. I was like, I didn't even think about that. I was like, oh god, thank god Pa Hart's full of dad jokes. I was like, oh god. I almost trapped myself in a house with pee-pee and poo-poo. Oh my god. Terrible. Oh my gosh, that would have been. I'm sure if I did that, I would have actually somehow cursed myself, and like Chai's personality would have done a 180 or something. Hey, Pee-pee, come here for the carrot. Oh, not even for the carrot though. My buns actually don't like carrots at all, but carrots in general are not like super well loved by bunnies. They're not like terrible. Some bunnies do like them, and it's because they're full of sugar. But the usual favorite crack food for bunnies is bananas. Or like berries. Depends on the berry, but yeah, my bunnies like bananas. Like kale, they do like kale, yeah. Or arugula, or things like that. They can have a little bit of spinach, but not too much because it's bad for them. Yeah. Bunny banana. Yeah, banana! Why are they always portrayed eating carrots? I don't fucking know. It's like one of those things that's not completely correct that they just kind of ran with, you know? like, I'm sure that there's other animal or even people portrayals where they like do a thing and it's not correct, but that then it just kind of becomes an accepted fact because it's so prevalent in pop culture. Yeah. Milk for cats. Do cats not like milk? I don't know. I'm not a cat person. It's weird how sometimes foods that are actually bad for animals get... Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't tell me elephants don't like peanuts. I don't know about that one. You're gonna have to ask Maeve. I'm sure that she would know. Lesbian Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh? No! What? Rabbit gets blamed for everything already. That's terrible. Family Bunny used to love eating strawberries. Aw, it looked like a murder scene. Yeah, when Pico eats anything red, it also looks like a murder scene. It's like Bunnicula. Cats like milk, but it's not good for them. Ah, yes. Thought it came from Bugs Bunny. I mean, it very well could have, and then it just got like popular and perpetuated from there, right? That's the thing, is like it can happen one place, and then if one other person thinks it's interesting and picks it up and puts it in their show, it can just become like a very widespread idea, even if it's not necessarily something that makes any sense. Bunnicula, it's an old kids like horror novella, I want to say. I think it was like they were like short, like children's novels sort of idea. Yeah. It's a vampire rabbit. Bunnicula. Taking about bunnies and carrots in movies. Yeah. Cats are lactose intolerant. Oh. Interesting. I didn't know that. To be fair, though, I've never actually had a cat of my own. Head to bed. Have a good night, Nate. Have a good night. Get some good rest. I hope it's a good night. Yes. Give any animal a dragon fruit, specifically a red one. It looks like a murder scene. I mean, I don't know how many animals can like eat a dragon fruit. I feel like, I mean, it would really depend, I suppose, but I feel like a lot of times things with like a ton of seeds like that are not necessary. Is it back? Why does it keep turning my music off too? Music. Welcome back. Okay, we're back. Thank you. And Duke, thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. I'm sorry your insomnia cure is currently dealing with YouTube and OBS issues. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why every time, if you've noticed that every time I reconnect, the music decides to fuck off into the distance for some reason. That's an OBS thing. I don't know what the heck is happening there, but it's been happening a lot more recently. Yeah, I've never had a problem with, I mean, every once in a while I have a YouTube problem, but never something that generally impacts stream. The only thing that I've really had with YouTube and stream is like, sometimes it'll log me out mid-stream so that chat doesn't refresh or anything, so I can't see things. But yeah, today I've had problems with a couple of different things. Like it wasn't loading chat, and then it was telling me I couldn't go live, and then now OBS is doing things, so you know, maybe we won't do any writing today. Maybe we'll give in, we'll just do a short yappy stream, and then fuck it. We'll do tippity typing another night. We'll do some tippity typing another night. If you get logged out midstream, that might be management logging it. No, I don't think it is, because I have asked them about that as well. No, it just does. It happens sometimes. I'm just unlucky. It also happens to me on my my VTuber stalking account. So not that I go live on that one, but just that like sometimes I'm like mid-watching someone and it'll do like a weird thing and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'll like refresh my thing because it'll like stop loading or something, and I'll refresh and it'll be like, oh, like have you like there's no login in the corner, and I'm like, why? Why am I not in my account? Stupid. It's stupid. You've seen 3 live streams go off today? Yeah, I think that there is a problem with either or both YouTube and OBS. Not sure what the fuck is going on, because generally speaking, I'm pretty lucky. I've managed to avoid most like issues when it comes to like the super important parts of tech that you need to stream. For the most part, which is odd given how generally unlucky and tech issue-y I can be. But for the main, you know, for the most part, it usually sticks around pretty okay for me, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, you know, it is what it is. I suppose it is what it is. Maybe I'll have to play around with settings and stuff and see if I can't figure it out later. So, our stuff. No, I'm not a scuff nookie. No, I have the normal amount of scuff. It's fine. I have the normal amount of scuff. Yeah, I'm not the only. Look. You can ask many VTubers. Okay, there's lots of VTubers who have things happen, and it's not just me. Lots of VTubers doing lots of things. Yep. That is how it is. It is how it is. Yeah. Never figure out the See, I think the mouthwashing problem I was having was a problem with like all the games that were just randomly closing like that, and my assumption from what I've played around with things, and if I put my computer into like a power saving mode, which is not great for most stuff, but if I go into like the power settings and I change it to power saver instead of being on balanced or high performance, then the games don't close. They do sometimes like lag or stutter because now they're doing weird things, but if I put it in power saver, usually they don't close, which is weird because I literally just when we had to get the new processor and MOBO and stuff, we also got a better, like, we got more power. So I don't fucking know, man. That's a weird fix. Yeah, I know. I know, but it's the only thing that I've figured out so far. So it is what it is, you know. It's fine. Fuck. One of these days I'll save for a new GPU and maybe I'll upgrade the power again when that happens. But a GPU is so expensive. They're well over $1,000. I'd fucking So I'll do it eventually, because then I'll also have to. I don't have to, but I should replace like the case too. Yeah, it'll be the last three things, or the last two things are the GPU and the case, and then like the optional upgrade the power supply again. Most computer parts are really expensive. Yeah, I fucking know. This year I've had to replace my processor, my motherboard, and my RAM and my cooling system. Because we were having like huge issues earlier on in the year with my computer, because it would randomly just turn itself off in the middle of streams and stuff like that. So at least, you know, at least it's not that again. But yeah, there's still obviously some things that are not doing super well. For example, so your Tanuki did a bad thing and she gave in and she downloaded Love Nikki. But I could not play Love Nikki. I could not play Love Nikki because when I opened it, it was like, you need to download this Intel core spinner thingy and something. Anyway, it's like it wanted me to like to tune my like for the tuning utility for like overclocking stuff, and it was like, oh, manually tune the performance core ratio down 2 times or something, and I was like, I don't know about that. The game literally was like, you need to get the Intel Extreme tuning thing and you need to like turn down the performance core ratio. And I was like, what? Yeah, the game wanted me to underclock. So I was like, Okay. Maybe we'll try this again another time. Anyway. And I was like, I'm so confused as to like what the fuck? Why is the game telling me I need to turn down my performance ratio? Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. It's fine. But even like when I go into like my task manager, when I open that, like I get really high power usage, usually for like VTube Studio and Firefox, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, if that's saying like very high and high, that's interesting. And like the memory is always like real high for things too, and I don't know, it is what it is. So I still have it. It's technically downloaded, but it's not. I have not played it yet, but yeah, it is technically downloaded. Read a lot if you do it. If I do it, I'm just gonna listen to what it tells me, which is turn it down by 2. I don't know, man. What are your current specs? I don't remember. My processor is an Intel i9 14900 KF. Because I just wanted whatever the best one was, so I didn't have to buy another one for like 5 years. And then I just got a motherboard that was that worked with that. Same with the RAM. Although I think I do want more RAM. I have 32 gigs of RAM. I think I want more. So what you're saying is Infinity Nikki stream? No!
Hello Noel has thrown $25 for GPU fund. Not Infinity Nikki fund.
Thank you for the not Infinity Nikki fund, Jello Noel. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. U64. Yeah, I've been thinking about buying more, or like, but then I have to like, it's annoying to like match RAM and stuff. I don't know. Do I use all of it? No, I think my main throttle is the GPU because that's older. That's from my like previous. That's the only like old thing of my computer still. Yeah. A lower indie game is too much for your PC, yet a full gacha game needs to have your PC be less good. Yeah, I don't understand what the fuck happens 99% of the time. There's just something weird about my computer, and I cry about it. It's fine. You know what it is, right? It is what it is. What's my GPU? I don't remember. I have to... It's a GeForce RTX, but then, I think NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080? Yeah, it's a 3080. Yeah, it's a 3080. But I don't remember when exactly it's from. It's really not that old. I know it's not that old, which is why I'm so fucking annoyed. I'm having issues. Stupid. Blah. Meh. Yeah, it's not that old, but it's old-ish? Question mark? It's old enough that it's having issues, so maybe replace the thermal paste. Did that when I got a new processor. That was literally the first thing we did when I was originally having computer issues. Because I was like, I feel like it's a heating issue. I feel like it's an issue in terms of the thermal paste, and so I like cleaned everything out and we did that, and that wasn't it. that didn't help. And then I got it checked over again and couldn't figure it out, or the computer shop couldn't figure it out. And then the next time I upgraded stuff, and then it's better. It hasn't like had the same issues. Some of the games still crash, but not to the same extent as it used to. So you know what? I'll fucking take it. You know what it is, right? I wonder, was it 2021 that I got my computer? I'm trying to figure out like when I originally... I think it was 2021 when I originally got it. Yeah. So it's only been like 4 years. I got it. Oh yeah, this is the very, very beginning of 2021. So like 4 years. It shouldn't be that bad. Damn it. Ah. Stupid. It's fine. Whatever. It shouldn't be breaking down. Yeah, I know. It's dumb. Which is why I was so pissed when I originally had to start, like, replacing stuff. I was like, it's not that old! I only bought it a couple of years ago! Hello. I also probably I do want to get more, storage space on it, though. I do have an external hard drive, and I put a lot of stuff on there. I tend to move stuff over pretty frequently, and like I did put Ark on my external hard drive, so we were playing from that, which is probably why there was every once in a while there was some lag, but yeah. It's fine though, it's fine, you know, things are good, things are fine, everything is A-okay. Wow. Huh. My jaw just did a weird poppy thing. Sorry. It distracted me for a second. I don't know if I could ever run a game off something I can unplug. Yeah, well, to be fair, this particular external drive doesn't generally get unplugged. Yeah. Doesn't generally get unplugged. Yeah. It's like where I put all like art that I get, and everything generally speaking gets put on there. Yeah. You mean you're the only ones that do writing? I've seen a couple other girlies do writing. Not super often though. Like Meeta's done a writing stream before. I would like to assume that Tia's done writing before, given how much she likes like fanfiction and writing and reading and stuff. Writers are underappreciated? I think so too. As an avid reader, I think so. I'm not super great at writing. I think my writing is okay. But it's not something that I've honed or anything. Like, I'm very out of practice when it comes to writing. But I do enjoy doing it. I do enjoy doing it every once in a while. I think most of the things I write these days is, like, if I'm writing up, like, things for, like, scripts or ASMR stuff or things like that. Yeah. Written mountains of trash. That's such a mood. That is such a mood. Oh my god. It is what it is, right? You got spare PC parts? I have the computer that I had before this one. And in between these two computers, I had a laptop. Which is the laptop that I take when I like go on on trips and stuff. That's the one that always comes with me. Which is why it can stream okay-ish, is because it used to be my main computer, that particular laptop, for a hot second. But I've got the desktop, the PC from before that, and I feel bad throwing it out, so it just sits on my bedroom floor. It has not been touched since I moved in here. It just exists and collects dust. Yeah. It is just exist, you know? But that's, you know, it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's okay. Someday I'll do something with it. Right? It must be true, right? Like, someday I've got to do something with it. It can't just sit there forever. Can't you send it to recycling or something? Maybe? Generally speaking, though, anything that has to pick things up is expensive. So, like, I feel like I'll just have to wait until next time I move, and then when I inevitably get like a garbage truck then I'll have to get like something for that too. I don't know. Disposing of electronics cost extra, yeah. Yeah. And when I do inevitably move from this place to somewhere else, I'm gonna have to throw out a lot of stuff. Cause like I've got a lot of like random little like broken bits of furniture that like I use because I have bunnies and they ate it when they were babies before they were like trained and before they knew better. So like there's things that like I don't really want to bring with me if I were to move anywhere, but I also like don't care enough to like throw out and get new stuff because A, that's expensive, and B, that's expensive, and C, it takes a lot of time and effort, so there's really no point. So just go to the apartment complex down the street and use their bin. Yeah, that would mean that I would have to be able to carry shit all the way to wherever the fuck the next bin is. Not gonna happen. No. 10 Chromebooks you turned into real laptops. What the heck? That's a lot. That's so many. You like my bunnies? I also like my bunnies. I love them so much. They're my babies. I love them. They're so fluffy. They're so fluffy. They just sit there and it's great. And then they sit on me and that's also great. Yeah. Measuring bunny growth based off how high No! That's not how you measure bunny growth. That's not how you measure it at all, Final. That is wrong. Oh my god, oh my god. That is incorrect. Incorrect. In fact, if that's the way that you're measuring bunny growth, it probably means that your bunnies are not being trained because they're just chewing on things. But it works? No! How much furniture have your bunnies eaten? A lot. A lot. Because when they were babies, this is also the first time I've ever had bunnies. So when they were babies, I hadn't set up like anti-bunny chewing stuff, which if you've had bunnies before, usually you'll set up like little like guards around the things that you don't want the bunnies to chew on, because they're babies and they don't know any better. I didn't do that. So all of the furniture that is wood has many chews out of it. Yes. And the couch is mainly duct tape now. Bitter spray? Yeah, well, my bunnies don't give a fuck about bitter spray. They also don't give a fuck about soap, because that's another thing. If you like rub, oh god, which one? Ivory? Mountain Spring? Something. There were multiple types of soap that people would say like, oh, just rub this, and they don't like the taste. My bunnies didn't give a fuck. Didn't give a fuck. I even once had to lick something to make sure that I did in fact put soap on it. I did. It was terrible. It made me not want to bite the thing. Bunnies didn't give a fuck. But yeah, like I said, they know better now. They're adults. They're trained. They do their own thing. Irish Spring, yeah, that was one of the soaps. Yep. So I just have like a bar of Irish Spring that has like a weird hole in it, because you would just like take the bar and you'd like rub it against whatever you didn't want them to bite. So, and most of those things are like corners, right? So I just have this bar of soap that has like this like corner dug into the middle of it for no apparent reason. So. Yeah. Do you effectively make an anti-human biting chair? What? What do you mean? Oh, they will eat the soap. They definitely would eat the soap, yeah. You've seen bunnies survive in the face of hawks? Yeah, some bunnies for sure can. I tried cats. I live in Arizona. Hawks. I mean, there are hawks where I am too, but my bunnies do not go outside. They are inside bunnies. Even if I had gotten a cat, it would have been an inside cat in general. Anything I get, it would stay in here with me. It's not allowed out. You come in my house, you cannot leave my house. Thank you. You are here with me now, and you can never escape. Baby humans attempt to chew everything too. Yeah, they just put things in their mouth to like explore it and figure out what the fuck it is, I suppose. So, not exactly certain how that works, but it works, right? It works. It must, right? I mean, we've made it this far. Yeah. That's what the spiders want. No! No! Also, I don't think that anything wants you to put it in your mouth. I feel like that's just a bad idea all around, you know? I don't think that's how that works. But especially that one. I don't think anyone wants that. I don't think the spiders want that. I don't think you want that. I think it's just a bad idea. That's how we learn babies have sharp teeth and have discovered our fingers. I don't know about that one either. Muscle parasites too. Those don't count. Those don't count. No. 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 We don't like any of those things. Do not want. 0% want. Yuck. Gross. Bleh. Bleh. Why? There's music. This time I turned the music on. Yeah, I think that OBS maybe just hates me today. I think I'll just figure it out. I'll just try to figure out what the hell is going on. Maybe we go somewhere else instead. Maybe we just end early for today. I think, let me just see how long someone has been Zatsuing. I think we're gonna raid over into a good love of mine instead. She's also doing a Zatsu right now though. So I'm sure that there will still be much cute and much Zatsu. Save that. I don't know why the heck my OBS is doing weird shit today. I'm gonna try to get it figured out, so apologies. I'll also try to get my schedule out tonight. I am waiting on one confirmation, but the rest of it should be doing as it do be doing. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to fix whatever the fuck is happening with my OBS. I'm gonna like look into like crashes and shit. But yeah, we're gonna go over and hang out with Sarah from Globy. She is a very, very cute girly whirl, and I love her very much. She is a yapper and very good at ASMR as well. So we're gonna go hang out with her. She's doing a Zatsu for her 10K celebration. She is also about to go on break though, so she is just hanging out as her last little yap for a hot second. And Kanzu, thank you for the 12 months. Happy 12 months. Yes. Sorry, no tippity-typeting for today. We'll have to do that next time. But, yes, I'm gonna figure it out. And thank you guys so much for putting up with my disconnections tonight. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Sayonara! Bye-bye!